Hey, what's up guys? I recently hit level 50 on my Marauder, and I'm going to start doing a few PvP videos. He's pretty geared out. He's in full Swtor, a champion belt, champion offhand saber, some relics. So he's decently geared. I'm going to start trying to get him ready for the rated PvP so I can do bounty hunter and this. It's really, I would say it's not quite as powerful as my bounty hunter Marauder. That given I don't have the same gear. But it is very good and very fun to play. What the difference between the two is, I think, is the bounty hunter just has a little bit more opportunities because it's a range class, obviously, that it can just sit back and nuke people a little bit harder about getting messed with. But this has some other very good features that make up for that lack of, damage of being able to nuke somebody. It has dots, which are really good. You can pull stealthers out, if they vanish and don't, their dots are still on them. There's a couple good defensive cooldowns. One takes 50% of your life and makes you immune to damage for 99 seconds. And what I've been doing with this, I'm not running at a pre-made here, but I've been actually, like, if it's really close to the end, we're on the other end and I'm carrying the ball, I'll actually pop that, run through a fire, my healer will be behind me, top me up a little bit, and I'll have 99% damage avoidance for the time through the fire to the hut ball line. Sometimes that backfires, but I've seen that's a really good use for it, is you take no damage going through a fire and all the way to the line. The leaping, of course, is awesome to stun ball carriers. The main thing I like doing is just finding a guy like this guy I'm attacking, is just find somebody in the back that would normally be casting freely damage on your team and destroying them and hitting them. Sorcerers, healers, bounty hunters, I just really like screwing with them, interrupting them, stopping them from nuking our ball carrier. It's really fun. I think that's one of the main jobs of a melee, is to really screw with those ranged people so they can't have that kind of OP factor that I was talking about, just sit back and nuke people. So I'm really having fun screwing with people and interrupting their casts, and yeah, the damage is pretty good. The damage is good with Marauder, but the only issue I have with it is if you are on a target, say you're on a healer, and the ball carrier you see has really low health right next to you, and you switch targets, you lose all your damage, because what's going to happen is it's going to take 5 to 8 seconds to transfer all your dots onto the target you're trying to finish off real fast. So it has a little downside, especially running Annihilation, Annihilation spec, because you have to, it's more like a setup. But this also makes this class really challenging in a hard rotation. So you have to kind of set up those dots, set up your berserk to transfer your dots and immediately start critting on somebody. So it does have that factor. That's one of the disadvantages of Marauder, is having to have a lot of setup time on your target. The other specs like Carnage and Rage, I really haven't done a lot of experimenting with, especially not with this gear. So I can't really judge the other specs right now. I'm going to get into that later, start playing it a little bit more. I know those are not as reliant on setting up dots on a target and then going for the kill. It's more like straight damage. But I know you lose a lot of survivability, switching to those specs, because you lose a lot with your camouflage. So I'm not really sure. I'm just going to have to play around it. But right now, really enjoying this class. If you haven't played it, it does take like a special type of player to play this class, though. Like I was saying, it has a lot of dot setup time. Like, it's not just a shoot 'em up, beat 'em up type class where you're just spamming abilities and just nuking people. It's more like methodical. Like, I set up this dot, I use this dot, it also snares them, I finish them with Annihilate. It has a little, it has a rhythm to it, but it's more, like a really good or really hard priority system. So if you're not really like a priority player, or like waiting for dot stacks and stuff like that, it's not really the class for you. But if you like to have the class to have a high skill level with like setting up dots and you know, crits and, you know, CCs. The other thing, it's really good at peeling. You can like force leap to an enemy and use your fear and fear everybody around the ball carrier. So it's a really good peeling class also. But yeah, if you're not that kind of, you know, methodical, you know, like a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff to keep track of, this is probably not the class for you. But if, you know, you love like having good peels, you know, a decent stuns, you know, have all these dots, utility, pretty good damage mitigation, and you have pretty good damage cooldowns, this is probably a really good class for you. You know, it has a lot of potential, especially with, I see a lot of skill involved in this class, and making a bad player a good player just depends on how good you are with the rotation, the priority system, and managing all these cooldowns. But yeah, I really like the ability to peel really good. Like I can leap to an enemy that is on my healer, do a fear, you know, gives my healer just enough time to get heals off to survive, or I can leap to him and do a force choke. Now, you know, you have the camouflage also, which is kind of get out of jail, you know, get away from everybody, you know, you escape, you know, which is really cool, because when you're getting destroyed, you can just cloak, and most of the time you won't die. And even with the nerf coming to this cloak, they're still not going to be able to target you. You still go invisible. You're still going to take dot damage though, which may add to a few more deaths, but I really don't see a huge factor with that. But yeah, I'm going to continue to get better at this class, and hopefully I'll get good enough where I can start doing guides and stuff for it. I'm not quite there yet. I still want to investigate the other trees a little bit before I start talking too much about, you know, what tree is the best and some more general information. But yeah, I am getting the hang of it, and I should have more Marauder gameplay, some tips and tricks as I learn them, coming up on my channel soon. Bounty Hunter stuff, still working on it. Still going to continue to do the one-on-ones. We're also going to be showing a lot of raided footage, me and my guild, once that comes out in a few weeks. Also, we should be getting a few adjustment patches on 4.2. They said they were going to adjust a few things, so we'll see if they retract or build on any nerfs. So, hope you guys enjoy this gameplay, and look forward to more Marauder PvP coming out on my channel soon. Talk to you guys later.
Neutral ball, let's go berserk! Frog score! Neutral ball, let's go berserk! Frog dogs grab the ball. Run, frog dogs! Just destroyed by the frog dogs! Frog dog pass incomplete! Rodworm ball! Oh, the frog dogs just pulled the ball handler apart! throw! Rotworms are losing it, folks! Rotworm down! Just destroyed by the frog dogs! Frog dog throws to frog dog! Nice pass! Frog dog pass! Goes nowhere fast! Frog dogs grab the ball! Run, frog dogs! Frog dog pass incomplete! Rotworm ball! Rotworm pass intercepted! Oh, the disgrace! Frog dog pass connects! Big game! Neutral ball! Let's go berserk!
Mighty Gerada the Hutt declares the Frog Dogs today's winners. Honor and recovery is theirs.